Hello, race fans. This is Larry Supermouth Huffman, AMA Hall of Fame announcer. And this isn't Supercross, it's Wednesday. And you're watching Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. Stand by while the boys teach secrets of bay bass fishing with Roman on his 6-second nitro-burning pedal drive kayak. And Brian in his Cool Baits high-speed dragster boat that he takes out every Sunday. Be there!
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Fishy Hour Show. Brian, how's it going today? Well, today?
Excellent. How's it going with you?
Pretty good. Pretty well. Better. Pretty getting better.
It's weird. It rained last night. So weird.
Yeah, it's wild.
It wasn't even. It wasn't even in the news. All of a sudden, I woke up last night. It was pouring rain. I'm like, what? I don't know where I'm at. That was. I didn't even know it was coming.
Man. Yeah, that's awesome.
What I'm trying to say is the tools in the back of my truck got soaking wet.
No. Really?
That's okay.
Oh, no.
They make tools good nowadays.
Make good tools. I'm getting distracted to see my white balance changing, dude. Oh, my God. I got to go lock that in. All right.
It's that white t-shirt behind your head.
Probably. Yeah, you're right. All right. Go ahead and get started with the... Oh, yeah. Let's just do this real quick. First comment of the day goes to Mr. Peter86. Let's go. Peter86 is on there. He's got his notifications on. As soon as we put up the episode, he jumps in there and says, "What's up?" Nice job, Peter. Retaining his championship, retaining his crown.
Peter's making a comeback.
Yeah, Peter's making a comeback
too.
That's right.
Come back to PB shoutouts tonight too.
Oh, what?
Peter's gonna be.
All right, let's go. And also, we're gonna give the first like of the evening to Mr. Oscar 636 in the house. Let's go. Shout out to Leonard. Shout out to Doug Ruben El Sueño in the house handing out beers via the Nightbot. Captain Dan in the house. What up, Captain Dan? Thanks so much for tuning in. I see Michael Tran in the house. What up, Michael? Carl Black in the house. What up, Carl? Let's go, Carl. It always reminds me of Walking Dead. Brian likes to fish in the house. What up, Brian? One cool tuna. What's up, Jeff? Thanks for tuning in today. He's a little bit busy, but we'll tune in later. All right, we'll be here. Thanks for jumping on here and saying what's up. Shout out to Spinning Rod Rebel Marvin in the house. One of the coolest names in the chat. Let's go, Marvin. Oh, Baker Lounge fishing in the house. Baker Lounge was in San Diego, I hear. I saw some stuff.
Oh yeah.
Maybe there'll be some more stuff.
David Baker may be in PB shoutouts.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Mullet champion of the world.
Mullet champion of the world. That's right. That was one of the most fun episodes. Man, I gotta go find that one. That was one of the best episodes. All right.
You should post those pictures.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. Okay, we got let's see. Sorry, I lost track here. We got Steven Gage in the house. What up, Steven? We got Ralph Aguirre in the house. What up, Ralph? Welcome. Dave Rage in the house. Jared Bracht in the house. Let's go, Dave Rage. Eric Klein. I saw Benji. I saw Benji earlier. Is that Benji? There's TB Metal Art. Todd Burton in the house. Exclamation point TB Art in the chat. Type in exclamation point TB Art and see what happens, guys. I don't know. See what happens. Just type it in there. We got what else we got here? Saltwater Tackle in the house. What up, dude? Welcome to the show. We got Baker. Okay, we got Baker Lounge. Okay, good. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. You need to chat more in the chat. In there. Who?
So Mark G's in there.
Oh, Mark G in the house. There he is. What up, Mark? Welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So let's do this. There's Zach Riggs in the house. What up, Zach? Thanks for tuning in. All right, so let's jump into the announcements while I try to figure out this white balance issue.
I'm gonna do my pop top.
Oh, you're right. Pop tops. Pop tops. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst, rate this pop top.
We're drinking LaCroix tonight, and I have my fancy cup, which is the one Todd made me.
Ooh, that's nice.
I know Todd doesn't really do metal stuff like you see back here, these fish and belts, but he also does glass and mirrors, all kinds of stuff. So LaCroix tonight.
All right, go ahead and take care of this.
Jesus.
Nope. here we go. The judge says, LOL. Captain Dan gives me a 10. Thank
do
you,
my white
Captain
balance
Dan.
get fixed? Let's go.
Doug Ruben El Sueño, 10. Baker Lounge, 9.6. Man, get some good. You got some competition going
a
here.
10. A 10.
10,
That's hilarious.
10. Spinning around Marvel.
All right, let's see if I can do this.
Leonard, 9.5. All right, man. I gotta try to get Leonard to a 10. Oh, I got the wrong mic on. That's why it sounds weird.
Let's do this. Is this thing on? Check 1, 2.
Oh boy, here we go.
Check 1, 2. Oh, there we go.
The battle of the mics.
Pump this guy up on a scale of 1 to 10. Tell me the best pop top you ever heard in your life. One being the worst. Rate this pop top.
I like it. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everyone. Let us know in the chat what you're having tonight.
All right, let's get right on to the announcement. Major announcement this weekend. The judge and I live in a small town called Ramona. And right next to our small town, we've got a Indian reservation called Barona. And at Barona, they have a oval racetrack. And I'd say at least every other week they have drag races there, or they have an oval racetrack there where they have, like, I don't know, 6 different classes. But the main class that the judge is interested in is the lawnmower division. So they race lawnmowers like 10 at a time, and these aren't like your stock lawnmowers. These things are booking, and they're racing around in a circle. And the judge has invited everybody in the club to join him at the Barona Speedway this Saturday night. I think.
No, it's not Saturday night. Yeah, it is Saturday night. That's right.
This Saturday night, check the webpage.
Starts at 5, I think.
At Speedway for times, but the judge is going to be out there. I'm not going to be in town, so I will not be there, but I have been to it with the judge before. It is a lot of fun. So the judge has put out the invite, and we're putting out the club invite if anybody wants to go that Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm taking the kids if they want to come. If not, I'm just going to go out there and hang out with the judge for a little bit. I've never been. I missed it last time, but it looks fun. Those things go pretty fast.
Yeah, there's a lot of different classes too. They from stock like Civics out there to like full blown race cars out there, and that's only like a mile from my house. I live right next to that, so I can hear it like
Dave's
when it's going
drinking
in my back patio.
Voodoo Ranger Juice Force. What? IPA?
What is that?
That sounds crazy. So Captain Dan says Saturday.
Well, if you guys want to go get, message the judge.
Apparently they have nachos there. I'm all about that.
They do. Judge nachos last time. Pretty good. Okay, so check that out. Okay, October 28th, we got a fishing outing, club outing. It's in San Diego Bay. We're calling it the Bait Barge of Horror. You can show up to this. This is our annual Halloween outing where we're going to dress up in our costumes, decorate our boats or yaks or whatever you come out in. And we're thinking we're going to meet out there at 3 p.m. for this event. So Bait Barge of Horrors, that is October 28th. That's a Saturday, 3 p.m., San Diego Bay. Come in your best Halloween costume.
Yeah,
it's been pretty fun in the last 3 years.
Yeah, Carl, it starts at 5, but it goes to like 11:30 or something like that. It's a long night, yeah. Carl. But it'll be funny. I think it'll be fun. Just like the comedy of it, and just like it's probably pretty entertaining too. To see them race lawnmowers. That's pretty cool.
That's a small part of it, though. There's a lot going on at those races.
If you're going to the Bait Barge of Horror outing, put in the chat. If you want to share what your costume is going to be, put in the chat. Or if you want to surprise us, just don't say. But if you're going and you want to let us know what you're going to be, put it in the chat.
And Bait Barge of Horror. We're gonna man, my mouth is not working. We're gonna meet at Shelter Island, and then we're gonna paddle over to the Bait Barge and Bait Barge of Horror. So that's October 28th, same day, October 28th. The judge is having his WTF event, the Tag Team Fishing League. That's going to be the same day. It usually starts at 7 in the morning, is over at 1. So if you want to pull a marathon off and do both events, that is also the same day. He has not decided what the event is going to be yet, as far as I know. But it is going to be that same day. Next announcement, that same day, we are starting up the MMFC Species Challenge. Alex Norton has won this 2 years in a row. Pretty sure, was it Jesse that won it year 1?
Yeah, Jesse.
I think so. I think Jesse won it the first year, then Alex has won it 2 years of that. This is the 4th going of the Species Challenge, where on October 28th, we're going to give out a code, and you can fish You can fish in the bay. You can fish inshore. You just have to be in local waters. All you LA guys can also participate in this. But is the person that catches the most species by Mary Macmas will be crowned the species champion. You're allowed to use live bait, cut bait, anything that's legal, pretty much.
There you go.
So any questions about that, message me or the judge. But that is going to start out the same day, October 28th, and go all the way to December 9th at Mary Macmas, where we will crown the new species, or maybe Alex defends it, three-time species champion.
Yeah, and still maybe. Let's just get off the hot tub for the 20. Let's what? Zach, that's hilarious. Bait barge of horror. That's what we meant. That's what he said. Maybe.
I joined, but I'll be in Texas. Oh, Mark, Baker's Lounge says, I hope somebody dresses up as a spinnerbait. That's a pretty good costume.
Nice.
Like some macho man, like tassels on your legs and arms.
That's hilarious. Very
Judge
cool.
is gonna be a streaker. Ooh.
We have what's our next announcement?
October 21st, if you've ever won Spotty Bowl and you are a Spotty Bowl champion, and Judge is having a grand championship event. That is October 21st in Los Alamitos Bay. You need to be a Spotty Bowl champion in order to enter it. It is free. But if you're a prior champion, you can enter this event and try to win the grand championship belt. Then the judges, he just puts together a lot of stuff, doesn't he?
That's good.
Okay. And the next club event is December 9th, Mary Macmas. If you've been to that, we do a white elephants, like our club Christmas party.
That's right.
Come up December 9th. Tales to come.
Coming up fast.
Okay. You have an announcement.
I do have an announcement, guys. So story time. I know it's going to be it's a little bit long of a, it's a story / announcement. So I gotta lead it up to the announcement. Okay. So, one of my friends, his name is Art. He moved to San Diego before I even thought about moving to San Diego, and I came to visit him for like a month or like a couple of weeks. And I fell in love with San Diego, and I just like moved here. Right. So he's the main, he's, I guess, the instigator of me moving to San Diego. And he's one of my oldest friends. And, he recently got into, the ice vending business, right? And I was like, an ice vending business? What the heck are you doing? But it's pretty cool, right? He got his machine already set up. He got his first machine set up, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna be the San Diego Ice King. So I was like, all right, let me know the prices and everything, so I can let the boys know that the guy who inspired me to move to San Diego, who let me stay in his house for a couple of weeks. I think it was more like a week, like 2 weeks that I stayed at his house, and we went out every night. And in those 2 weeks when we went out every night, that's when I met my wife. So it's a pretty cool. He means a lot to me. So I wanted to take the opportunity to kind of promote his first ice vending machine, and he's actually got pretty good prices. So I was like, "Are you sure that you're gonna charge so little for your ice?" But hey, he's all about it. He wants you guys to go check out the machine, and it's in the Marina area. And now going forward, whenever you type in !ice into the Fishy Hour chat, you'll get the Nightbot's description for their ice vending machine. They're calling themselves sea level water, like Celsius level water, but I thought more sea level, like the ocean. And one bag of ice, 10-pound bag of ice is going for $2, which is a pretty good deal.
Ow.
Right? If you buy 5 bags of ice at once, you'll get them for $1.50 each. 5 bags or more. 1 gallon of water is 25 cents, but if you buy 5 gallons or more, it's 20 cents a gallon. Okay? And the address is on the screen, 1550 Marina Boulevard. It's on the way to Mission Bay, on the way to San Diego Bay. So if you're going to buy ice anyway, support his first vending machine, one of my best friends. And you can go follow him on Instagram too. It's Sea Level Water Company on Instagram. So there you go. Going forward, recommend it to your friends. Let's break that machine with vending, I guess. It's not in a bad. No, don't go break his machine. I'm saying just use it a lot. Break it with use. Yeah. So that's it. Thanks guys for letting me help a brother out, help my friend out. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah, exactly. Mark G, break the ice. I love it. Let's go break the ice.
Man.
And if you're there, it's at a gas station. While you're there, just go into the shop and buy some stuff. Support the guy that let him. That's hosting his machine on his property. So it's very nice of the person too. Cool. All right. Next announcement. I'm super stoked on him too. Super stoked about it.
Next announcement. Somehow this has made its way back to me, which is Take a Bait, Leave a Bait box. So if you don't know what this is, if anybody's interested in this thing, basically we pass this around the club. It's full of baits and looks like Marvin had it last. He put some corks in there, and it's totally packed with miscellaneous baits. And what we do is we pass this to the group, and all of us have a bunch of baits on our wall that maybe we don't use, but maybe somebody else would. You take whatever you want out, leave whatever you got, and then pass it to the next person. So that is back. Let me know who wants it next. If somebody wants it, next time I'll be out with you guys will be the Bait Barge of Horror, and I'll pass it to somebody there.
Nice.
So let me know who wants that thing. Okay, San Diego Anglers Club, which is a local anglers club in here. Really cool club. I used to be part of it. Used to go to all their meetings, but their meetings are on Wednesday, so
yeah, straight jacked. We straight jacked Brian from the meetings. Dang.
I think I'm still a member, actually. Are they in the Portuguese Hall coming up on November 8th? They are having their annual Tackle Day swap meet, and that's November 8th. If you guys want to get an MMFC table where we can all go down there on the 8th, and I think it's $20, maybe $40 to get an entire table at their swap meet, and we can sell all of the gear we don't use or whatever we want to
bring that box and make a killing.
I used to go to that all the time. That bass that I usually have back there on the wall, the bass that sings. Yeah. I got that swap meet last time I went there. There's actually some pretty cool stuff. So supporting a local club, San Diego Anglers Club. That is November 8th. I'll get some more details out of Arnie when we get a little closer to that. And I think with that, somebody left a gift at my door. The judge. And he said not open it live on the show.
Okay, full screen.
I'm going to open it at the end of the show. So I have no idea what's in this. My guess is like Raiders flag or something.
Don't guess what it is. You should have walked in with it like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, dude, where he walks into the episode with like a box under his arm, and the whole time we're thinking, what's in the box?
I like to guess. I don't know why, but I'm going to open this at the end of the show.
All right, there it is.
Just in case it's
the hook. The hook is in.
I don't know what's in there. Who knows with the judge? And I think that is it. Our show tonight, we're going to go over the Pickle Run, which just happened this weekend. And then we got our new segment, which is Cut or Cast. You guys have been submitting some awesome cut or casts. Can't wait to show some of those off. That's coming up tonight. And then, of course, PB shout out at the end. Yeah. This is good. I'm enjoying Cut or Cast. So with that, I'm going to go to my screen share, and we're going to go right to the Pickle Run recap.
Pickle Run recap coming right up. Brought to you by...
Me? You? Fishy Hour. Brought
to you by Fishy Hour. The Pickle Run. Here we go.
We got music. We should have music for this stuff.
Pickle Run, yeah. I'm just going to do the standard music that we don't have music for.
Yep. Bam. All right. Pickle Run coming in 2023. This is our third year going. And I got there early. I got there at like 4:45, set up, right up there in Dana, unloaded my truck. And these guys were already there. Like I'm gonna say like 5 a.m. People started rolling in. There's Jeff right there, One Cool Tuna. God, that picture's so dark. I can't see who that is. Is that Dave? I think that's Dave back there, aka Bass Hunter right there. And Salty Dangler stretching out, getting ready for the early morning. So we all met at Dana Landing. If you don't know what the Pickle Run was, all these guys, we met at Dana and paddled all the way to San Diego Bay, which is an epic adventure, third year in a row. If you haven't done it, put it on your bucket list, guys. It's not only is it like you feel like you've gone on a huge adventure and done a major accomplishment by the time you're done, but it's fun hanging out and fishing and doing all the stuff that we do out on the water. Right there. Is that Alex? Man, these pictures are... I think that's Alex right there. A lot of these guys... There's Dave Rage. A lot of these guys... sorry about the dark pictures, guys. I think that's Stephen G, but I can't tell.
Oh,
there he is. There's Stephen.
That's not Stephen.
That's a lot of these guys I noticed this year have a modification to their kayak, Roman, which I do not have, nor does Salty or Dave, which is a trolling motor on front. Guys, in the kayak community, I'm new to it. My first year kayaking. Is that... like a popular option now? It seems like a lot.
Falling behind the trend, dude.
I'm behind the trend.
Yeah, you handling the trend. Also, Oscar didn't have a motor, so there's 4 of you guys without motors.
I know, but I mean that seems like a pretty cool option, you know.
It
A
is.
lot of the guys with the motor still paddled most of the way, but you know, to like set up your fishing spot lock or whatever you want to do with that thing, or if your legs you want to eat while you're cruising, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Here we are loading up, and then we launched right here. We were launching right when the sun came up. And we launched out front, and as you can see by the pictures, it was super foggy. It was like, I mean, it wasn't, you know, to the point where you couldn't see out in front of your boat. You can see, you could see all the way across Dana there, but it was foggy. It was pretty foggy. But we got blessed with nice calm weather. Here's Dave Rage taking our group photo out front. I think there was 12 kayakers and maybe 6 people in the boats. So I think we had about 16 to 18 people. I was right on that. I think 12 kayakers. Here we are, our first. This is when everybody's happy, Roman. I always love the first pickle run picture because everybody's like, "Oh yeah, excited, ready to go. Here we go. We're gonna slay it out there. We're gonna catch tons of fish. We're just gonna cruise." Like the morale is very strong in the first
15 minutes.
Till you actually it was strong all the way till we hit like the very first bridge leaving Mission Bay, and then you realize what we're doing. Literally just to get out of Mission Bay. If you paddle to the end of the jetty, that alone is the distance. But once you leave that jetty, you realize that, oh my gosh, we're making a hard left here. We're going south, and we've got a long journey ahead of us.
Dude, that's super foggy. Holy smokes.
It was pretty foggy, but not too bad. So here we are setting up for our group picture outing. Salty Dangler, always enthusiastic. Everybody's ready. There's Oscar back there. He's ready to go too.
Nice.
Eric, Alex, Young's in there.
That's so cool.
So here we go. We're paddling out. You can see the fog. So this is actually in Mission Bay Jetty. So we're staying pretty tight, and we hug the left of the jetty just so the boats, you know, if we're coming through, and hopefully go right through the middle. So we hung to the left, and then we made a due south. Here's us going through under the bridge.
That's cool.
There's Alex Norton. And here, once we got out on the main water, if you look, we were so blessed because I heard the day after was like windy and like choppy, but man, we got out there. You can see the conditions. That's outside of Mission Bay. It was like just perfectly glass, man. It was like just like you would dream of. As promised, Captain Dan showed up, our mothership in my asylum. That's the name of his boat. There's Captain Dan right there. And not only did he treat us to lunch, but he treated us to snacks. So right when he got out there, he came over and dropped off some snacks, which are these Dibs pretzels, which I love. I couldn't even believe he had those because I brought those too. Dropped me off some sweet pretzels and a couple waters, which was awesome. Dario's in there. What's up, Dario? It's been a while. How are you? Stephen Gage here, catching his first calico of the day. And, you know, when we first got on the water, there's me catching a sheephead.
Oh, nice.
When we first got on the water, some of us went really shallow. So I think Salty Dangler and a few of the guys were all the way down in like 15 feet, 20 feet water, like right up on the shore. And then I took a group, and some of us went out to 50, 60, 40 feet deep. And we quickly pretty much learned that the fish were in shallow that day because Salty was like halibut, calico, everybody's catching, and we're out in the deep trying to catch stuff. But the shallow, I think, was a good starting spot. So once that happened, after about an hour, we all kind of rendezvoused and went a little shallower. But that's a good thing about having such a big group is you got the intel, right?
Yep.
Because we were all on the radio communicating. There's some Fish Co jig catching. I think that's Eric Klein catching himself. Is that a bonita?
Yes.
Looks like it. That looks like Alex Norton's hand, maybe.
Yep. That's cool.
There's Dave Rage out there, and so
I like that picture. That's a good picture, dude. Should print that, Dave.
That's a cool picture. Something that Dave Rage brought up to me afterwards was when we spread out from 60 to 15 feet, actually finding each other was kind of tough, you know, because you only had a little bit of visibility. We were all on radio. We all knew everybody was good. But like to get everybody to regroup, to reform Voltron was kind of tough. So I think maybe one night we might have to have a show or talk to Captain Dan or somebody on what exactly should we do when we're trying that. Dave had a whistle. I was going to bring that up. I have my air horn.
But you have like one person whistle or one person air horn, and everybody goes towards that sound.
We tried that. Yeah, Dave had a whistle, and we were able to get everybody. We eventually did,
Yeah.
but like what Dave was saying, if there was an emergency or something, and
Yeah.
we needed our boat there quickly, we even set waypoints and stuff. But it took us, I'm gonna say, 30 minutes to get
regroup?
everybody to
Yeah.
form Voltron. Yeah. So, and that's because it was foggy. If it was a clear day, no problem. We'd have seen everybody. But I don't know. I think that'd be a good group discussion. Yeah, we did have whistles, and we were blowing them. The air horn, guess what? Busted it out to blow it, and it's out
Oh
of air.
no.
Don't buy a dollar store air horn, guys. They're the worst. I mean, when you need this thing in emergency, I don't know. I'm gonna buy a better one. I'm
You
gonna
blew
buy a
it
dollar
all.
store
You
one.
blew it all messing around.
Probably.
You
I think the
did.
dollar store ones leak out. I think literally like they're good for like a month, and
Yeah.
then they're done.
Yeah,
So
Baker's
check
like
your air horns.
GPS coordinate training. Yep.
Yeah, we in Discord we had the option of that, and we were putting it, but it's still, not everybody's got a fish finder. Not everybody knows how to enter in a GPS coordinate. So
That's true.
So the whistle was, I think that was probably our best bet on it. Here we are, and you can see that's
Yeah, you can
Dave
see that
Rage
fog,
standing
dude.
up out there
That's
looking for
wild.
everybody. Eventually, it was kind of cool though, because
Yeah.
I said what we ended up doing was like everybody go to 30 feet deep, and we're just sat at 30 feet, and then every once in a while we'd see somebody coming in through the fog, and then eventually everybody
okay.
came in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not sure if that's Dave taking a picture, if that's Dave looking for people. Salty Dangler pulling in, I think,
Let's
the most fish of the day. He was
go.
on fire, Salty. So he got himself a nice halibut there. It's a cool picture of everybody reuniting up. Looks like another Salty Dangler fish on the Berkeley grub.
Oh yeah.
Nice. And you can see it started clearing up. I'd say about 10 a.m. it started clearing up. Now you got some visibility. Me catching my calico right there.
Nice.
Story about this fish later, but that's Alex Norton catching it's going to be on PB Shoutouts. And then we got to the sun came out, guys, and it was a beautiful day. It didn't take long for that fog to burn off. Captain Dan out there.
That's cool.
And then he
George.
called us
And
all
George.
over for
Yeah.
our lunches. Judge was out there.
Let's go.
Mother shipping too. Tearing it up. Judge probably caught, I don't know, 50 fish. He was pulling them in, man.
Dang.
Judge knows what's up out there.
Who was fishing with Captain Dan? I'm sorry,
Steven
with
G-
with Eric.
Is that Dave? Who's fishing with you, Eric? I think that's David. There we go.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Judge doing such things, and this is Judge going over to Captain Dan to get the goods, get the lunch. Some more fishing photos. Calico's caught. So we caught. I mean, the fishing, guys, was a little slow in the morning, but once we found the fish, man, it really picked up. It was like almost every drop. If you're dropping the shrimp, a lot of us just went to dropping shrimp or whatever, squid, whatever you're dropping. And man, if you wanted to have 100 fish day, you could easily find it. Once you found the fish, it was pretty easy.
That's cool.
I think pretty much everybody caught a fish. There's Alex and Dave. Here we go. So if you didn't go, you missed out on this little gem right here. If you look closely in Dave's hand, oh, there's a special little treat that Captain Dan hands out. Yes, that was the famous pies were handed out, and we all enjoyed them. I got a story about this fish later, guys. Hang in tight for PB shoutouts. I don't know if you guys know, but we may have set a world record on this pickle run. Hang out for PB shoutouts, and we're going to go over that. So here's my little pie. Me and Dave, cheers. Eating it together. There you go, Roman.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, so we had those things, and the sun was out. What a beautiful day, man. It was good to be alive that day. We had a lot of fun out there. And then we realized that it's not just eating pies and fishing, but we have to make this journey. So start pumping those legs. That's what weird thing is we got to the halfway point, I'm going to say by noon. We barely, we hung in close to the shore this time, and the current kind of pushed us in that direction. And then somebody said, dude, we're already halfway there. And we're noon. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. And then we started making a big run down to the pipe and realized that
It's
the end of the journey is definitely the hardest part of this journey. Here's some of the fish we're catching in. Okay, everybody knows where this spot is. We're all loaded up on that pipe out there in front of San Diego Bay. And if you've never fished the pipe, man, it's just loaded with rockfish, sheephead, that kind of stuff, calicos, sand bass. So we stopped on that for a good hour. Had a lot of fun fishing that. It's Eric Klein. catching halibuts. People are seeing me, I guess, Dave catching something. All kinds of. Oh, my biggest fish of the day too. This is my hook. I had finally all day I've been catching a lot of small fish, and finally hooked into a big one. And because I was using those stupid little tiny hooks, bent my hook out and lost it, man. I got like 30 seconds of tug, and the judge was watching this, and then I lost it, and then it pulled up grass, and he's like, "Nice grass fish."
What's that SoCal Steve? Todd's asking if it was downhill current.
It was half the way, but then we went to like slack tide at like 4:30.
Okay.
And the kelp was beautiful. This is us just cruising in to meet at the point, and it was just so beautiful. You can see how calm that water is. That's like right outside of Point Loma right there. So the water was absolutely calm. We were just we're going to keep that date of October for the first weekend of October for the pickle run, just because that's 3 years in a row we've had like that specific weekend's been really nice. So we're going to keep with that. It's a cool picture of the kelp. And then we got to this point, which is the point.
Yeah.
And Dave Rage, caught yourself a spotty, Dave?
Oh, nice.
Got to the point. It's a beautiful view. That lighthouse right there. If you've never been out on the water right there on a beautiful day, man, it's just take it in, guys. Because you guys, I mean, people pay big money to come to San Diego and enjoy a day like this. We are so spoiled, Roman, to have this fishery and be able to have this in our backyard and just hop in our kayaks for free. Go out there
for now
and do this.
Oh,
let's not get started. But to have this in our backyard.
That's true.
To have this tree, I mean, and you don't even need a big boat to enjoy this. We're all in pieces of plastic kayaks out there, enjoying this. So enjoy this while we got it, guys. San Diego is awesome. There's the lighthouse right there, right at the point. Here we are all grouping up for another group photo, and we're taking our big break because we just made it to San Diego Bay. But I know, and the guys that have done this know, that you think you're there, but the hardest part of this journey is from here to Shelter Island, because it took us almost 2 hours to get in from here to Shelter Island. It is a journey, guys. So if you do this next year, just remember, save some juice, save some energy for the paddle into the bay. Here's us all grouping up. Calico and Smish Fishing Co. jig right there. This must be taken from the judge's boat right there. And we make our big journey on the way in. So here we go. It's a journey on the way in.
I like the angle of Point Loma right there. It looks like a volcano, dude. Oh, that's a cool shot.
I'm not sure who sent me this. Maybe Dave Rage. I'm not exactly sure who sent me this, but yeah, as we were cruising in, guess what? A cruise ship cruised by.
They had a line of people.
Have you ever been on the water?
They had a line of people at the bow where they're trying to do the I'm king of the world pose.
Oh yeah. King of the world. Yeah, everybody does that now. Have you ever been on the water with one of those? They're enormous. No. Especially when you're in a kayak, man. Those things, it looks like a building going by. They're crazy.
I've been on the water, but not on one.
Never been on a cruise?
Not like that, no. That's huge.
MMFC cruise coming up.
That sunset looks awesome.
The sunset was awesome. So at the very end, it was awesome because we got to see Coach there, who was already preparing food for us. Roman made the journey over, and Jeff was there to greet us all when we came in. It was awesome to have all that food ready to go.
Coach messaged me. There. I'm gonna dime out Coach. He messaged me in the morning. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna go pick up food for tomorrow. How many people are you expecting?" And I was like, "I'm expecting about 13 today." He's like, "Oh, okay." He stepped up. Oh, he came through. So thanks, Coach. It was like super last second. So thank you, Coach.
It's like our normal meetup spot at that park bench right there. You can see the judge and Jeff and everybody getting ready to enjoy some food here.
That sunset looks amazing.
And another thing you forget, once you pull in out of the water and you set foot on land, oh man, those legs are wobbly. I think it was Alex pulled in, and I said, "Hey, if you help me put my wheels under my yak, I'll help you with your wheels." We had these yaks are loaded, man. We had gear, tons. They're heavy, And Alex went to lift his yak as I slid under, and man, it was like shaky arms trying to get that thing high enough to get those wheels under. And I'm not kidding. Between the two of us, it took like 3 times of lifting and cleaning and jerking just to lift it up to your chest to get those wheels under. I think people at the boat launch ramp were looking at us like boat fail moment too, because we looked like we're like weaklings. They don't know what we just did.
Oh, God.
We got it under. We got up though. And we stayed like MMFC does, and we had a great night of telling stories and reminiscing about our pickle runs of the past, the one we just did. So it was always fun with these guys. I'm so happy, Roman, that we have such a cool community to where we all show up and have a good time, and then afterwards, the party's over. You can go home, but you know what? MMFC, we tend to hang out.
We close places out.
Either kicks us out, or we're like, it's 10 o'clock. We probably should get going.
The last 4 standing. I guess we all go home.
Right.
That's funny.
So we had a great time telling all of our stories and normal kind of stuff. And that's the it's of the pickle run. So
that's
congratulations to everybody that made that. Here's the best picture I found in the whole roll.
Jeez.
Look at you. I'm pretty
cracking.
sure this is when I'm telling a joke.
Oh yeah. One of the best dad jokes I've heard all night. I just can't remember what it was now. It was good.
One person's laughing, but one person
that's hilarious.
Acting like nothing's going on. Sick and tired of it. So I think Salty's heard
That's so
everything
funny,
from
dude,
me.
because like I know Salty laughs too, and like you only take pictures of him when he's not laughing.
I swear I don't plan this. It just happens.
So good.
Oh, Salty, you're the best.
Very
And
cool.
that's our beautiful ride off into the sunset.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think
That's really nice.
somebody said you should get a T-shirt made that says "I survived the pickle run" or something like that. I think we need it.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
We'll do
This
those.
is a tradition.
That is a
I
beautiful
think we need
picture,
to
dude.
get that. Stephen Gage took that and sent that to me. I showed that
That's
to my
good.
wife,
It's
and she said, "We
amazing.
need to get printed out and put on the wall." It's amazing. He does it on purpose. I don't, Salty. I swear. I don't. I want to find one of him cracking up, dude. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do a video of me telling jokes and Salty cracking up.
No, you just do a video of you telling jokes, and we'll splice Salty just standing there like trying not to like just like a serious, just like serious. Like,
He's the best, guys. I love fishing with that guy. So anyway, I think we need to make a T-shirt. If you participated in the pickle run, you need to show that off, and let's get an MMFC pickle run I survived T-shirt or patch or sticker. I don't know.
Yeah, let's do it.
And with that, Roman, I'm gonna exit my screen share.
All right, I'm gonna go to full screen for a second. If you're enjoying the show so far, do me a favor, hit that like button, and we're gonna jump into
Cutter Cast.
jump into
Cut or cast.
the new segment for the show, which is called Cut or Cast, where you submit your fishing ideas, like little tricks or little hacks you do on your fishing gear, fishing lures that you have found helpful. You can send in an actual valid cut or cast submission, or something that's like you think might be funny, and see if the community decides to cut it or cast it.
I love it. I love this segment. I'm really enjoying seeing everything coming into.
All right.
Todd TB Metal Art says, "What a flat day, dude! It was, Todd. We were blessed, man. It was just what you want the pickle run to be. Easy, pleasy weather, except for the fog, but whatever.
Right.
All right, you ready to do this? Play the music, man. Jamming.
Do we have a cut or cast music?
Yeah, we do. Discord.
Oh
Damn.
yeah. Give me a second. I
I'm
need
gonna
to
go through some of these.
I need to download it and
some
put
of
it on
these.
the actual mixer.
It was epic weather all the way. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Dario's done pickle run before. Go ahead.
Yes. All right, here we go. Is that it?
Cut or cast.
Here we go. Are you gonna
Well, hopefully one day Sound of the City makes us a jingle.
start
Hopefully.
your oh, you know what? I'm gonna ask you, see if we can make the one that actually sounds like our inspiration for it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
All right, we're gonna do the jingle one more time, and we're actually gonna transition to your screen. Here we go.
All right, let's do this. shit.
Cut or cast.
Yeah, let's go.
Go. What's up, Arnie? Hey, we just talked about you in the San Diego Angler swap meet. Let us know the dates. Put the info in chat for us, would you?
Get an
All right,
8-bit
cut or
song. Yeah,
cast.
we need an 8-bit song, Zach. You know what it is, right? It's like Skate or Die. But anyway,
Yeah.
Roy's in. What up, Roy? Just got out of class.
What's up,
I'll
Roy?
catch the replay. Nice. All right, let's do this.
If you want to be on Cut or Cast, it's just like PB Shoutouts. Message me, Brian Likes to Fish, on Discord or Instagram. Let me know if it's something you've been doing forever and you think everybody knows this. Trust me, there's tricks out there that the people have no clue about it. Maybe it's common to you, but send them in. And if it's I take funny stuff too, so send in whatever you like. First up, Dave Rage sent this.
Well,
It's a pretty cool one too.
While Brian describes the entry for the cut or cast, I will be posting a poll asking if you should cut or cast it.
That's right. So you guys get a vote, cut or cast. So Dave Rage sent this in. He says, tip for the new segment. Thank you, Dave. Using Bing Maps, not Google, Bing Maps, you can quickly see how many miles a trip might be that you're going on. So he showed right here what it looks like. Look kind of like Google Maps. And you click on wherever you're cruising to, and then you click measure, and it will actually give you the distances. So if you're planning a trip, let's say from Shelter Island, and you're crazy, you're going all the way to like the Coronado Bridge, you can actually click on this, and it'll give you the actual length, how many miles it is.
That's
and you
cool.
can calculate maybe like 2 miles per hour. And yeah, I was going to try to do this live, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe. Well, once cut or cast is, maybe I'll give it a minute. I have it all set up for it. So maybe I'll show a live presentation on how this works after the end of cut or cast. So he says he measured the distance from San Diego or Mission Bay Jetty to San Diego Bay, and it is 8.5 miles. So I think somebody measured that we went 16 miles all the way. So the entire loop, but from jetty to jetty, 8.5 miles. So check out that if you want to figure out your distance. You can even use that, when you're figuring out your distance going to the 182 or the 9 mile mark or wherever you're going, you can click multiple spots and it'll give you the total overall distance. You can plan for your gas. You can plan for the hours on the water. Maybe if somebody's picking you up when you get back, you got all these variables. But, you're always wondering, is that a mile? 'Cause when you're out on the water, a mile looks, weird.
And you go back. You can go back and retrace your steps after a nice trip, and you can see how many miles you actually put in. Because you'd be surprised.
There you go.
Right?
So thank you for that, Dave. Now everybody's going to vote cut or cast.
Cut or cast. Cut or cast.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty
that's one of the best. That's one of the best scores any cut or cast lure or tip has gotten. So we're going to end this poll right here. Last call. 20 votes. Last call. Ending now. And it looks like 20 out of 20 votes, cast got 94%. So that's a cast. That is
nice.
A cast.
Congratulations on that, Dave. Hey, and guys, if you want to send me something like anonymously, that's fine too. You don't have to put your name on these things, but please send me in the tips. And if you got funny ones or ones that maybe wacky to you, but maybe they'll work. I don't know. Send everything into me. Next up, bam. Okay, this is a good tip. So we just had our crankbait challenge in WTF. And I'm going to start this out before I give the tip. This is from Adobo. So listen up, guys. If Adobo hands out a tip, you guys got to start listening. But let me just tell you, treble hooks are dangerous. They're especially in a kayak. I noticed it. So you got to be careful with these treble hooks. So Adobo says, swap the trebles on your hard baits for a single inline, less snaggy, safer for you and the fish. Less chance of running at landing in the net, so getting in your net, ruining your net. Note how the single hooks are facing. So you look at mainly this hook right here.
Yeah, the bottom hook should be facing down.
Your instinct wants you to put that the other way because you never face a hook like that, right?
Right.
Your instinct wants to, but you do want it facing this direction.
Yeah, otherwise the hook tip will be in the bait.
Yes. And when it's swimming through, it'll be up in the side of the bait too. Mm-hmm. So you get better hookup percentage with that. But he says to swap those out. He says replacement hooks should be just as wide as the treble hooks that you're replacing. So that's a good rule of thumb right there. You can see the treble hooks on the old bait and the replacement ones, nice and wide gap. And so they say, as for hook size, I try to match whatever is replacing, he says.
I've always
use
been.
a wide gap.
Yep, use
Go
wide gap.
That may be on the small side since I have the replacement gap, or the one he's showing right there. I use owner and VMC hooks on his baits right there. So that is a great tip. I'm gonna vote on this one. That is definitely for me.
So
Most time when we're fishing.
Baker said, "Man up and reach for those trebles." No way. I've seen what's happened in real life. When we were on that Mexico trip, our boat captain took a treble to the hand. That didn't look fun at all. Not fun at all. Dive deeper when you have heavier trebles like an ST66 or ST56 to help a bait get deeper, or to suspend. Yeah, but just the idea of having a weaponized fish, a weaponized spotty, a spotty on your deck, swinging that crankbait like a nunchuck, dude. Sheesh.
I don't do this. I go with the dangerous trebles, but I'm gonna start trying it because I don't think it's gonna mess with the hookup percentage. And I'm all about. I hate it when you get a fish and that treble's like wrapped in its top lip, its bottom lip. The second treble's wrapped around it, and we're catching these fish to release them. And my spotties to me are precious. So not only helping by not being so dangerous, but helping by easily being able to get these hooks out of those fish that we're releasing that we love.
Can you specify the hook style again? I think it's called an inline hook, Eric, because the eyelet lines up with the actual hook. If you get the regular ones, it'll be perpendicular to it. So the
inline hook.
Yep.
He uses owner or VCM hooks, and wide gap match the size of hook the treble you're replacing.
Oh, I see what Baker. Makes sense. Cool. All right, we're wrapping up this poll.
This one's wrap up the poll.
Here we go. This one's gonna be. It looks like
cut or cast.
It's gonna be a cast. A cast. One cast. There it is.
Thank you for voting. Thank you for submitting that, Adobo. I think that is a great tip. Okay, next up, this one. Let's just say. I'm not for this one.
Oh, dude, that's so good.
I'm already a cut on this.
What did Kevin call this style? Bridal?
Yeah, I think bridal. But
is it AL or EL? Bridal.
I don't know.
Whatever.
We know what you mean. So thank you, Salty Rice, Jonathan Rice, for submitting this. If you've been watching social media, this is kind of making the rounds. So they're saying that you can take a banana and put, is it a bridle hook on there, I guess?
Yep,
Looks like a big circle hook to me. Maybe like a number 5 or bigger. I don't know.
That's so good.
And slow troll this back behind your boat and get a fish.
Like a cedar plug, dude.
So here it is, fully rigged up. What do you think? Do you think you get a fish on that?
If you want to get crazy with it, eat about half of it and let the rest of the banana hang, just kind of so it looks like a squid.
I don't know. I just see like you casting it and the line barely makes out and the banana goes flying. I mean.
Thanks,
right,
Corey.
So this is
it's bridal, BRDLE, like a horse. Okay, got it. Not bridal like a marriage. Got it. Same thing.
Dario, have you done this before? That's a cat. So I'm surprised Dario doesn't take banana peels and hook them up to his bait and use them as a swim bait.
Oh,
Dario's and Jig, big banana guys out there. So most of us think bananas are pretty unlucky on a boat, and I'm not for the bananas on a boat.
Imagine that action though. Yeah.
Here she is in the water, and
looks
like it's a top. I didn't know, but I know bananas float, right?
What is that thing sticking out of it?
The judge is talking at me. So you're fishing a topwater bait at this point.
Nice.
But I think if the fishing is good, like if it's getting ridiculous, like you're catching them, like everybody says, oh, you can catch them on a bare hook. I think that is the only situation in my mind where this would work.
Oh my gosh! All right, here we go. We're about to end the vote. Oh my gosh.
I know this is going through social media.
That's
Somebody
so-
did this. And,
see? See, you gotta
there
try
you
things,
go.
guys. You gotta try new things.
Hook up.
All right.
There you go.
We're
So
about
I
to-
guess-
We're about to end the poll. Let the people decide.
Cut or cast. Cut or cast.
Here we go.
I'm a hard cut. But hey,
By
you can do that-
2%.
Photoshop. Yeah. Hey guys. No, okay. Good.
It's a
Thank
cut.
you. There we go. I knew we'd have one that.
But that was an
Yeah.
awesome Photoshop job, dude. That was. We're gonna give a round of applause for effort. That was amazing. That's the kind of stuff we like to see, boys. That's beautiful. That's some high quality entertainment right there. Thanks for taking the time to document the latest, the hottest lures out there. Even if people want to put their head in the sand and not try this, right? This thing is gonna be flying off the shelves like the flying gummies. like the gummy flying
a few
fish.
years ago,
That's so
I was
funny, dude.
trying to catch for a long time. I was trying to catch a spotted bay bass on an In-N-Out straw, well, in a cool bait. I never got one, but
That's so funny,
I'm gonna
dude.
get one on that this year. All right, I'm gonna exit my screen share room, and then I'm gonna give my my also cut or cast live. So let me stop
Alright, cool.
sharing this.
I have one too.
All right, so
Alright. That's
Cool, I'm gonna try
hilarious,
to come on
guys. If you
every
guys
time we
enjoy
do this.
that episode, if you guys enjoy cut or cast, do me a favor, hit that like button. If it's your first time here and you enjoy talking about fishing and you enjoyed any part of this show so far, hit that subscribe button, guys. We're trying to get to 1 million subscribers. So when we hit 1 million subscribers, Brian will shave his head and I'll shave my head when we get to 1 million subscribers. Okay.
yeah. Absolutely. Here we come for you, Mr. Beast.
Absolutely. So funny.
Okay, so my mine is more like a maintenance tip. So I'm gonna try to sell this hard, but remember, so this is wash your baits, Roman, for the poll. Wash your baits after you get home.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
And the way I do it, the way that I do it is I go through a whole routine. When I get off the water, I'm using my boat. I go to the pressure wash station in Ramona, pressure wash my boat, get it all cleaned out, get home, and then I flush my motor. And when I flush my motor, I'm using this stuff called Salt Away. You guys, I don't know if you guys probably don't use this in the kayaks a lot, but Salt Away, it flushes all the salt water basically out of your motor. It's probably just liquid Dawn or something. I don't know what's in there. It's like soap, I think. But while I'm doing that, my motor has like a little like thing that squirts out that stuff, right? And
Oh,
what
yeah.
I do is I take my bucket and I place that right under it. So when it's squirted in there, it's filling this thing up with that Salt Away water. And while I'm like getting everything out of my boat, cleaning it, it's filling that up. And I've already cut off all my baits for the day, my A-rigs. What do I do with those? I just throw those in the bucket. You know, they're soaking in there now. I throw everything in there, my crankbaits, you know, whatever I use that day, throw them all in there, my cool bait. And after I'm done, I put the boat away, this thing's done, and I just kind of swoosh it around, get all that salt water off, and I take them out and I hang them up on a little hook. And the next day, they're like perfectly shiny, perfectly good to go. The bearings seem like they work good. So if you want your A-rigs and all your baits with anything that has a bearing
Moving part, yeah.
or swivel or a
Mhm.
blade, because that rust, especially like on the crankbaits, the hooks that come with them will rust quickly because
Yeah.
they're really not designed for salt water. So wash them with whatever. It could just be water and let them hang dry that overnight. And the next day they'll be ready to cast out next time you go out. So that is my tip. Use Salt Away. You don't have to, just plain water, but make sure you wash all your gear. It's nothing worse than going to cast your crankbait or whatever, your A-rig, and everything's rusted because you've waited 2 weeks to clean the thing. And it takes the confidence out of that bait, seeing that rust on there, and you end up just not fishing it because it doesn't look brand new.
Oh, that's awesome. Michael says he uses Salt Away on his Mirage drive after he uses it. Well,
I do too.
If Michael is ever selling his kayak, you know it's going to be a good buy because it's taking care of it. Well, I never use Salt Away. I just use water. Any
Water's
rust?
good too. Salt, I
split
don't know what's
rings
in
or-
this, but
Any rusted split
says it
rings or
removes salts.
yeah, it's perfect. Any rusted split rings or hooks get WD-40 wipe, says Baker Lounge. That's awesome. Cool. All right.
The
So
only thing I don't know about that is that is a petroleum based, which this might be. I guess I'm running through my boat motor too, but petroleum based sometimes can leave a little scent.
Oh yeah, we covered the scent in another episode, and that's a negative, right? Or
I can vote.
yeah. All right, let's vote it up.
Cut
Ooh, it's
or
tough.
cast. Cut or cast.
There we go. We're about to end the poll, and this is just showing it. Did I show the results?
Yeah, I see them. Can we read them?
It's a cast, right?
It's a cast, 65%, cut 34%. So
Awesome. There it is.
699
There it is.
people voted. We couldn't get 700.
I know. The best
Thanks,
one
Mike.
so far is.
But hey,
Yes.
it's the best one. Yeah, it's Dave Rage with his Bing map. That was it. That one, everybody's in on that.
Yeah, I was
But
like, oh
think,
yeah.
we spend a lot of money on these things, you know? Like a crankbait's what, $12 now?
Yeah.
A-rigs, once you have all your everything on it, it's probably $40-50. So it keeps them going much longer. Salt is relentless. It'll just corrode anything. Corrodes everything too. The split rings, the hooks, the bearings, everything. So wash everything off. My son was like, when I first started this stuff, he was like really into that. And I'm like, man. And then I started noticing everything was getting rusty, put in the box, rusty. And then I went to doing this, and now my baits are shiny and ready to go.
Shiny and new. There you go. Nice.
There you go.
That was a win. All right. Let's do the last one. I have one I want to share with you guys. And it's just one word. It's hemostats, right? These are used in the medical profession to kind of like pinch things, and it's got a little lock here. So once you get it past a certain point, it clicks into place, right? These are perfect for when the lure is inside the fish's mouth and you can't reach in there with your fingers. It's pretty far in there. You grab the bend of the hook and you lock them, and then you can twist that hook out without causing that much damage to the fish. And sometimes, depending on how the fish is hooked, if they get it deep in their throat or like at the entrance to their actual stomach, you can go in from the side from the gill and grab it, lock it on there, and push out towards the mouth, and usually that'll make those like gut hooked fish. It unhooks it, and then you can just kind of like bring it out or let it out out of the front of the mouth once you push it through. And that's a good way not to kill fish, especially when you use like little Ned rigs like I do, and sometimes they swallow the whole thing and it ends up deep in their mouth, even like the little ball jigs too. So that is hemostats, locking hemostats. Okay, it's
stainless steel.
Stainless steel.
Grade, right?
Yep.
Where do you get those? I don't see those in the tackle shops.
No, you don't get it at the tackle shop. If you guys know anybody who's in nursing or in the medical profession, they can probably hook you guys up with some. But I ordered these on Amazon, I think. I ordered like a pack of 10, right? I just throw one in my kayak, put one in my life vest, and have one in my... Pretty much, I think I have like 3 or 4 distributed around my setup. So one in my kayak and a little slot in the side of the kayak, one in my black box, and I have a couple in my car too, just in case. They're just handy for a bunch of stuff. I used to use them. The original reason I got these is I used to clip the bait on there and use it to paint on it. Right,
that's cool.
Like as a little bait holder while I was painting on it, and I had a bunch of extras, so I figured I started using them for fishing, and they kind of work out. So there you go.
Arnie says they have them at Harbor Freight.
Oh, there you go. Even better. But yeah, that is it. So what do you guys think? Cut or cast that? Here we go.
Cut or cast. Cut or cast.
And we end the poll here. And that is a cast. Let's go. 68% with the cast. Roach clips? Yeah. Exactly.
Did that Leonard say that? Corey King says they had them at Turner's in San Marcos a couple weeks ago. All right, so maybe they do have those in tackle shops.
Okay, there you go.
Roach clips. Okay, guys, that is cut or cast. I hope you guys are enjoying this segment as much as me and Roman are. So I'm enjoying everything coming in, guys. Send me some next week. If we do this next week, I'd love to keep this going. So I'm having fun doing it. I think it's us learning together too, learning all these tips, talking about fishing is what we like. So I'm going to exit my screen share, Roman, and we're going to go straight to PB shoutouts.
PB shout out. Let's go. All right, boys. Stay tuned because we're about to jump into PB shoutouts. I know we're running a little past an hour, but it's worth it. We had some cool pictures to share. And once again, thank you guys for submitting photos for PB shoutouts. If you're interested in submitting photos to PB shoutout, you can go and submit your photos to Brian at Brian Likes to Fish on Instagram, or jump into our Discord server. At any point during the stream, you can type in !Discord into the chat, and you'll get an invite to our Discord server where you can also message Brian your entries for PB shoutouts. All right. With that said, I'm gonna go split screen with Brian, and we're gonna kick this PB shoutouts out. Let's go.
We've seen you out on the water. They say you fishing harder. I guess we'll find out this week on our PB Shoutout.
There we go.
You didn't know that is Cal up front double fisting. Roman already told you how to get them to me. This is PB shoutouts. Let's get this thing going. First up, bam, this guy right here. Our
Let's
poster boy
go.
for PB shoutouts. If you don't know who that is, that's Cal.
Cal, are those? I don't know if he's on. Are those all your fish under you? Next time you get tuna, Cal, I want you to hold 2 tuna up, and we're gonna replace the thumbnail of you holding 2 tuna instead of 2 sand bass.
Or if you want to be extra cool, it'd be 2 spotties. That's what I would recommend. Okay, Cal says, Dear Brian, I love how Cal starts that out. Dear Brian, I went chasing tuna on Sunday, October 8th. I went 1 for 3.
Oh, nice.
Bite was pretty tough with 4 to 6 foot swells.
Oh,
It's pretty big. And overcast conditions over at the Cortez Bank. I used 30 pound, 40 pound, 60 pound, and 100 pound setups.
jeez.
Long soak with a lively hooked sardine on 30 pound setup was the key. Yeah, you get that light. I'm agreeing with you. Light. Not that I know anything about tuna, but that sounds right to me. I had to ask for a gaff to get this thing over the rail. It felt dirty. I don't know what that means, but
like he felt like he should have just been able to swing it.
bounce.
But that's a huge thing, dude. You know, bounce that thing. Jack pulled
They
that
got
thing
the
onto the deck.
gaff.
Ah!
And Cal also messaged me that he was at Disneyland this weekend with his family. And guess what? Oh, I didn't get the picture in there. Darn it. I'm sorry, Cal. Cal sent me a picture of him building a lightsaber at Disneyland. And build a lightsaber.
Come on.
Dang, Cal. I'm gonna put that in there next week. I'm so sorry. Oh, he sent it in. Anyway, Cal went and built the lightsaber. It's pretty cool.
So I let you build lightsabers there? That's fun.
They don't let you. You got to pay to do it.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Okay, look at who's here. Welcome to San Diego. If you don't know who that is the mullet champion of the world.
Of the
Are
world.
you tucking your mullet in there, David?
World,
That is David
world.
Baker coming down on Captain Dan's boat.
Catching,
David, man, you missed the pickle bone by 1 day.
catching the little fish. Oh, let's go. Captain Dan told me to say that. Got him, Captain Dan. Got him.
Ugh. All right, let's read the story, though. Went out to the 9, then La Jolla Kelp, very rough and choppy. Radar took a dump, so I had to navigate through the fog. Ooh.
Oof.
Finally got the skunk off by going into Mission Bay, get ready, the applause ready, with 2 of those little fish Dave caught on a 3-inch crankbait. Got the skunk off and probably had the time of your life. Welcome to the club, Captain Dan. They never let you down. For my suggestion for now on is don't leave the bay. Go out, get yourself some bass gear, get primed up. You and David could enter Spotty Bowl this year. Take home a belt, you know. So welcome to the club, Dave. Welcome to the club, Captain Dan. We'd love to have you here. Looks like he's fishing swim bait, maybe with the war bait's head with a looks like a weedless kind of thing on that thing.
I told him to cut the weedless off.
Maybe trim her down a few hairs. But I'm so happy to see you guys get over there, get some spotties. They don't let you down. The Bay, Mission Bay, man, it's just chill. And I bet when you guys are in there was hot tubs cruising around. You know, there was all kinds of action on the water, super warm and nice. Just like a cozy, comfy couch. Welcome home. Cheers, buddy. Next up, Joey Bassin leaving the bay. Oh, you guys are leaving
that's
the bay
nice.
this
That's a
time.
cool
I think
picture,
everybody
dude.
leaves the bay this kind of year. Yeah, that is a cool picture. Joey Bassin leaving the bay and went to San Quintin. Woo! Heading down to Mexico. San Quintin trip. We headed south for some deeper water yellowtail. We heard the bite was going on and it paid off with my personal best yellowtail. Not sure the weight, but definitely bigger than the previous. Let's guess the weight on that. I'm not very good at
Yeah,
yellowtail.
me either. I'd say like
But
30 or something.
Joey, if you, you
30s?
guys in chat, what do you think that is? Let me show us some more pictures of these things.
I'm
gonna say
he's pretty tall
7.
too.
Yeah, maybe push 20. I'm gonna say 17. That's
I'm
my
gonna say at least in the 20s, dude. It's gotta be in the
20.
20s. If not,
Dave
yeah, David's sister. Yeah, so my initial thought was was 30, because he's tall.
And I think that's a 60 grams. So that's like a 6-inch lure. So
Yeah.
you multiply that down there. That's probably what, like a 40-inch fish, maybe.
Dara says 28. Dave Ray says 27. Well, the world may never know.
We're gonna go with the average of these guys, and we're gonna say it's in the high 20s, low 30s. How's
All right, that works.
He said he caught it on a Daiwa Harrier slow pitching rod, Shimano Torium 2000 HG, 50-pound J braid, 60-pound floral leader. He's out there with you, the heavy stuff. On a Submission Fishing Co. That's a 220-gram javelin. Okay, so that's bigger than I thought. Yeah, so that's a big bait right there. All right. So congratulations, Joey. Also looks like he got himself, was that a bonito?
That's a nice bonito. That's a fatty.
Those things fight good too. Looks like his captain's back there kicking too.
Chilling,
Probably on the fish and chilling.
Did they launch
Looks
from,
like a good trip.
Did they launch from here, or did they go? Did he go to Mexico and then launch from the shore?
I don't know. No information on that. But if you go again, Joey, let us all know. We'd like to go with you.
That's
lots of yellowtail. All right, next up. You don't send me a picture of you with your fish. I'm just gonna pick one. So that's Young right there. That's not the fish he sent in, but I want to include a picture of everybody. So that is Young right there. He's in chat. That's Yokinator in chat. Went on the pickle run. Want to show off some of his fish he caught on the pickle run.
That's
He says sheeps were caught using the drop shot with an octopus hook with a piece of shrimp. That is the way to catch a sheephead. I had problems getting away from the sheephead, actually. The sheephead they are down there. I don't know if there's 1 million or 100 million, but there's at least 1 million down there. The sheephead, there's no shortage of sheephead in San Diego. Bonito was caught. Let's see, there's another fish here. Ooh, fancy fish. Don't even know what that is. You know what that is?
Rainbow Runner or something like that? No.
Fancy fish. We'll just call her Fancy. There we go. Caught himself a Bonito was caught on a jig par 60 gram on a slow pitch rod with a Daiwa Tatula bait caster. That's a cool setup. 9-pound Berkeley and 9 straight bait with a 20-pound leader. Oh, that's pretty cool too. Fun day out there. Looking forward to next year. Only kept one sheephead on this trip. Yeah, we're looking forward to having you out there next year. Yokinator, I think, has done it all 3 years in a row. So you guys see, we were catching some fish out there. That's a nice size bonito right there too. Yeah. Looks like he got himself an. Oh, what bait is that? Look at that, Roman.
Oh, is that a hoochie?
He got something on the hoochie.
No way.
Let's go. He didn't even put that in his description. Awesome. Young, you were fishing the hoochie and you didn't tell Roman?
That's awesome.
What's up?
That's right.
You guys on that's the hoochie right there.
That's funny.
Next up, this guy coming out of PB retirement.
Wow, that's a fatty.
That's Peter. Peter 6 doesn't only fish from the beach, He sometimes, 1 out of 100 times he'll get on the yak, he'll leave Black's Beach,
That's a cool sandbag.
Even though they know him down there. When Peter walks into Black's Beach, it's like Norm walking into Cheers. Everybody knows his name. So Peter went out. He said, went out to the bait barge with a Dobo. We both managed to land a legal calico in the first 30 minutes. Then it all started to go downhill. Uh-oh. I think combined, we lost 3 slow pitch jigs and 3 hookup baits. Oh, I told you that bait barge. That's a bait eater right there. Roman's gonna do a video one day. Gonna figure out a way to send like a camera or drone down there. We got to figure something out because there's a lot of baits down there. I think there's $1 million down there, Roman.
Jeez.
You need to go down there. Just imagine you take all those baits, you sell them at the San Diego Angler Club swap meet,
right?
Put the Bitcoin, and in 10 years from now, you'll be a millionaire because of this. I had a couple fish grab my hub on the way down, and it dug into the structure before I even knew they were on there.
Oh,
gosh. We had one fish that had at least on for 5 minutes trying to wait them out. Yeah, sometimes you can
really?
open up the and just, you open your bail and just hope it comes out of the rock or the hole or around whatever it is.
Crazy.
Just wait. I think I was wrapped around something, so I eventually decided just broke them off. That's when you lower your rod tip, you put your thumb on your reel, and you just pull straight back. That's the pull of death. It's either going to break or it's going to come loose. Something's going to happen.
Yeah, and you won't put too much bend in your rod and break your rod.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. But guess what? It broke off. This was all within about an hour of getting there. I tied my third hub on of the day and buttoned down my drag and started making some casts. And then boom, another one. And it can't go anywhere. So I'm almost 22 pounds of drag set up. Dang. A muscle I'm in now.
Let's go.
I can feel it's a big one. Once I saw it was a jumbo sandy, got it on the boat for a quick photo and then let it go on its way back home. About 2 months ago, I got my PB sandy. It was a 17-inch smashed on one, and it was a 20.25 inch caught on a Phoenix Feather heavy Daiwa 3000 reel, hookup bait sardine colors. He doesn't know the size. So I'm going to show you all his pictures here.
That's super nice.
That must be a sandy. That looks like a dobo out there.
Yep.
Here's this calico he caught. That must have been the one he got when he first came in. Looks like about a 14 1/4. There's a nice sand bass right there. Guess the weight on that, Roman. 3.54 pounds.
3.54.
Maybe
very
pushing.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe pushing 4. I don't know. There he is holding up some more fish. Congratulations, Peter. That looks like a nice day out. Any day out with the dobo is nice. All right. If you guys heard the news, well, a while back I had Zach from the IGFA on here, and our club has been trying to set an IGFA record. We've gone out with Coach live trying to get, I think, the smelt, right? World record smelt.
Yep.
But we may have finally done it, guys. The world record, let's just say the world record black croaker currently is, this is off the IGF webpage, is 1 pound caught in Long Beach. We can't let LA have any records. Come on. Caught in Long Beach. They even have fish up there? No, I don't want to start a rivalry. On, looks like 2013. So there's the official, there's more of the breakdown of this fish, what is that? 12.4 inches, 1 pound even. But guess what, guys? Our one and only, there it is on the duck, Alex Norton, Spotty Bowl champion, species champion, caught himself a 1.49.
Oh, nice.
Black croaker. So me and Alex are currently working on submitting this, and the MOC and Alex Norton. Let's go, baby. Our first club world record.
Yeah, nice job, Alex. Well, was he gunning for it, or did you mention it to him once he had it? How'd it go?
He got on the radio and was like, "I think I have a world record." And
oh,
I don't
let's
think he had
go.
a scale. Shot. He looked it up real quick, and he saw it was 1 pound. And by looking at that fish, he probably knew I'm close.
Yeah.
So he went over to the judge's boat, I think, weighed it, and we took the fish. And then when we got on land, because I think for the IGFA you got to be on land when you weigh these.
Yep.
And guess just happened to have a certified IGFA scale on their boat.
So you go, this guy.
This guy, finally. I knew it would happen one.
Finally paid off.
I sent my scale to the IGFA, and they certified it, sent it back to me with the serial number. So we have it weighed on a legit IGFA scale. It legitimately beats the record. Now all we got to do is go through the application process, which Alex Norton is currently working on, and we're going to submit that thing. And when we get the results, we're going to have a big celebration. We're going to finally set up
That's cool.
a world record. There it is, the length of it. That's it. I don't target black croakers, and you know what, guys? One of these shows, in a couple weeks, I'm going to do a show during the species challenge, because there's a lot of IGFA records. People just don't think of when they catch a black croaker, setting a world record, or like a horn shark or something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a show where we go with our local fish and see what the records are and see if we can break some of those. An upcoming show, guys. So hang
good.
tight for that. And with that, Roman, I'm going to exit. Oh, and this is his PB, whatever that fancy fish is. I'm not sure.
Whatever that fancy fish
my
is.
notes, but
Oh, God.
he said he got a PB, 2 PBs that day.
That's so
Well,
good.
you know what? Let me read Alex's story. I got to read this. What am I doing here? Alex Norris says 2 PBs fought on the foggy pickle bun. First was a black croaker, dropped it right outside of the lobster traps on the jetty. hoping for a nice sheephead. To my surprise, I pulled up the biggest black croaker I've ever seen. I quickly Googled the world record. It was 1 pound, set in 2013. I rushed over the judge's boat for a scale, and it ended up being 1.5 pounds. Second PB was a striper sea perch I got on the pipe with a dropper loop shrimp. So let's go, Alex. Alex is on a roll. Go buy, Alex. Listen to me. Go buy a lottery ticket. Don't hesitate. This week, get yourself down to that gas station and get yourself a lottery ticket, please. World record, Masters Spotty Bowl champion, species champion. What's left?
Right.
What is left? Alex Norton, you're on a roll. All right, I'm going to exit my screen share, everyone.
That's so good. In case some of you guys missed the announcement, guys, one of my friends is getting into the ice business, and his machine is set up in on Morena. I'm gonna put the details in the chat. At any point during our streams, they can type in !ice and get the details of his ice machine. Go support one of my best friends, C or for Celsius Level Water Company. 10-pound bag of ice, $2. If you buy 5 bags, they're $1.50 each. If you buy 1 gallon of water, it's 25 cents. If you buy 5 gallons, it's 20 cents per gallon or more, right? And they're over there at 1550 Morena Boulevard, San Diego. Hit them up. Best, cheapest price or the best value for ice in town. Let's go. Right, Brian.
I saw a joke there,
Back
Judge.
to you.
All right, so Judge, I tempted you guys opening this up. So the judge left me a birthday
Here we
gift
go.
out. I have no idea what this is. So
Oh, it says something in the front. What does it say right there? Happy birthday, Brian.
yeah, it was my birthday, so Judge left me a gift because that's
There you
what
go.
a judge is. All right, you ready to see what's in here?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Drum roll.
Oh my! I know what this is. So I am a Kansas City Chiefs fan, like, and he is a Raiders fan. So, thanks, Judge.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's so good.
So if you guys follow football at all, Taylor Swift is
That's so
dating
funny.
Travis Kelce on the Chiefs Swifty shirt.
That's
Sweet.
so good.
Date night shirt.
That's
Thank you,
like
Judge. That's awesome.
because like the price of the game tickets have been going up because she's going to watch the game, right?
Oh yeah.
And so people want to sneak a peek her fan. That's hilarious, dude. That's so good.
Thank you,
That's so
Judge.
good.
That is an awesome shirt. And guys, I am gonna be up doing what I do at Disneyland this weekend. So I will be not fishing this weekend, but I will see you guys at Bait Barge of Horror on the 28th for sure. When I'm not here, though, guys, stay. No, I'm not. Get out there, snag some grass, catch some bass, and tell me about it when I get back. I'll see you guys later.
Awesome. All right, guys, taking out Brian out with a round of applause from the live studio audience. Woo. Thanks, Brian. And the music. We're ending this show. It's done. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in, chatting in the chat, and just having an overall good time. Nice to see you back in here, Dario. Always nice to see you in here, Todd. Arnie in the house. Leonard. Salty, thanks for helping me mod today. Shout out to Captain Dan. Captain Dan does so much for the club, and I just can't thank him enough. Thank you, Captain Dan, for supporting the group out there on the Pickle Run. Nothing but rave reviews. The food, the snacks, it was amazing. So thank you so much for doing that, Captain Dan. Shout out to Eric the Judge, Joey Bassett, nice job on that yellowtail too, very nice. I got Corey King. Shout out to Eric Klein. Shout out to Michael Tran. Shout out to Dave Rage. Shout out to Jared Brecht. Shout out to who else we got in here? Is that? No, we got more people in here. Shout out to Jeff, One Cool Tuna, exclamation point OCT. Shout out to Baker Lounge Fishing up in the house. Thanks for coming down here. I hope you enjoyed fishing our waters. I know it's not the same as fishing fresh, but salt is where it's at, dude. It's fun. Shout out to One Cool Tuna Jeff, exclamation point OCT. Also to, who else we got in here? Let's see. Stephen Gage, thanks again for tuning in and also for joining us on Pickle Run. Very nice. We got. Let's see, is that everybody? Just make sure I don't miss anybody today. I got Baker Lounge. I got Dario. I got Yokinator in the house. Yeah, I got Yoke. Thanks for tuning in. Also, Yoke, and for doing the Pickle Run. I will work on some Pickle Run shirts. I survived Pickle Run or something along those lines. I'll make it cool. Make it look cool. Something you guys will actually want to wear. So, Zach Riggs in the house. Thanks for tuning in, Zach. All right, boys, that's all I got for you guys. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. But until then, may the bite be with you. Woo! All right. All right.